Some men over 60 walk into a room and immediately hold everyone's attention without trying. Not because of what they are wearing, not because of how much they spent, because of 5 specific natural advantages that arrive with age and that most men have never been told they possess. The most powerful of all 5 is the last one. Do not skip ahead. Most men over 60 think age works against them when it comes to how they look. It does not. Age produces 5 specific qualities that are more attractive, more commanding, and more compelling than anything available to a younger man, provided the man wearing them knows how to activate them. Not tricks, not compensations, genuine advantages that only time produces. The man who dresses to activate these 5 advantages rather than hide them looks better without trying than most men look when trying extremely hard. A specific, observable fact about how silver hair, a calm expression, a deliberate walk, and 5 decades of accumulated presence affect the impression a man makes before he opens his mouth. On this channel, classic menswear for men over 60 who want to look sharp without overcomplicating it. No trends, just what works. In this video, why men over 60 look better without trying, what the 5 natural advantages are, and exactly how to dress to activate each one. Silver hair, not a compromise, the single most powerful visual asset available to a man over 60. Silver and gray hair creates a natural contrast against the face that draws the eye upward to the features before any accessory or styling decision has a chance to contribute. The silver hair is doing the work before the outfit begins. Against dark navy, the silver creates a dramatic contrast reading as quietly powerful. Against warm camel, a warm, cool balance reading as refined. Against a white Oxford, clean and authoritative. In every case, the silver hair draws the eye first, then directs it to the face below. No younger man has this working for him automatically. Now, here is the part nobody talks about. Warm, deep tones, navy, camel, warm charcoal, soft burgundy, complement the cool silver and create the most distinguished combination available. Cool tones, pale gray, ice blue, amplify the coolness and create a washed-out impression. The silver hair is the constant, the color is the variable. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Hiding the silver or dressing in colors that wash it out rather than complement it. The silver hair is not the problem, the failure to activate it is. A navy blazer against silver hair is one of the most visually powerful combinations in men's dressing. It requires only the understanding that the silver is an asset. Every outfit begins with one question. What color at the neckline produces the most distinguished impression against this silver hair? The answer, consistently, is warm, deep, and rich. Navy, camel, warm charcoal, soft burgundy. These colors make the silver look intentional and powerful. Takeaway. Silver hair, the most powerful visual asset, activated by warm, deep colors at the neckline. Navy blazer against silver hair is one of the most compelling visual combinations in men's dressing. Activate it. Do not hide it. And once the silver hair is activated, the second natural advantage operates before a single word is spoken. This next advantage operates in silence, before words, before expression, before anything deliberate happens. It arrives with decades of simply having been present. The second advantage, operating in silence. Presence. Not performed presence, accumulated presence. The quality that arrives after 5 or 6 decades of navigating significant situations and arriving at a settled understanding of who one is and what one does not need to prove. A younger man can perform presence. A man over 60 simply has it. The difference is immediately visible to anyone in the same room, a pace that is deliberate rather than hurried, an expression that is calm rather than seeking, a posture that is back and down rather than forward and tense, the man whose shoulders have dropped because there is nothing left to defend. Each of these is more attractive than its younger, performing alternative. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Presence activates every other element in the outfit simultaneously. The navy blazer looks sharper. The silver hair reads as more distinguished. The pocket square signals more authority. Every accessory, every color, every fit decision performs at a higher level. Presence is the multiplier. Everything else is what it multiplies. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. The clothes assembled, then walking out without the presence decision. The room feels the gap immediately. The presence decision, 30 seconds at the mirror before leaving. Shoulders released, chin level, walk chosen. 3 physical choices activating 6 decades of accumulated presence. Before leaving, stand straight. Shoulders released, chin level, eyes forward, 1 deliberate breath. Not performance, not effort. The physical release of what has been accumulated over 60 or more years. 30 seconds, the most powerful accessory available at any price point. Takeaway. Accumulated presence multiplies every other element, activated by 30 seconds at the mirror. Shoulders released, chin level, walk deliberate. 3 decisions before the door opens. And once presence is activated, the third natural advantage is the most immediately visible in every social interaction. This next advantage is the most immediately visible in conversation and expression. The quality that arrives when a man has stopped needing to be the most interesting person in any room. The third advantage. The quality of not needing. Calm. The settled, unhurried quality of a man who has seen enough that very little surprises him, who responds rather than reacts, who listens rather than waits to speak, who is comfortable with silence. Calm is not passivity. It is the active choice of a man who knows most things do not require urgency, and who communicates that through how he carries himself and how he dresses. A man who is calm occupies the space he is in completely, without expanding into it aggressively or shrinking within it defensively. Simply present, and that complete, calm presence reads as the most quietly powerful quality available to any man in any room. Not loud, not decorated, simply, completely, unhurriedly there. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The V-neck or open collar draws the eye upward to the distinguished features above it. The warm color at the neckline, navy, camel, warm charcoal, reflects warmth back onto the face, making the features appear warmer and more alive. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Clothes louder than the impression they want to make, because they feel the clothes need to do the announcing. They do not. The man over 60 who has accumulated calm needs his clothes quiet enough that the calm is what the room notices first. Classic colors, subtle patterns or clean solids. 1 deliberate contrast point. The outfit that does not try to stand out because the man wearing it does not need to stand out. Takeaway. Calm activated by quiet, classic clothing. Navy, camel, charcoal, white. The outfit that steps aside so the calm is what the room notices. And once calm is activated through clothing, the fourth natural advantage is the one most men over 60 have never been told is actually an advantage. This next advantage is physical and completely counterintuitive. Most men over 60 think it works against them. It does not. The fourth advantage. Physical. Counterintuitive. The distinguished face. The lines at the corners of the eyes from decades of focusing and expressing. The jaw definition from the face settling into its permanent structure. The slight weathering communicating, without words, that this man has been places, done things, absorbed experiences. The distinguished face is not a sign of aging. It is a record of having lived. It communicates history. The man has navigated something, difficulty, complexity, ambiguity, and arrived intact, with the evidence of the journey visible in the face. A younger man's face is a promise. A man over 60's face is a record. Records are more compelling than promises. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The V-neck or open collar draws the eye upward to the jaw and the distinguished features above it. The warm color at the neckline, navy, camel, warm charcoal, reflects warmth back onto the face, making the features appear warmer and more alive. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Treating the distinguished face as something to minimize, turtlenecks, crew necks, colors that shadow rather than lift. The distinguished face does not need to be hidden, it needs to be framed. Frame it correctly, and it becomes the most compelling visual element in any room. Open collar or V-neck at the neckline, warm color lifting the face, collar lying flat, a clean, unbroken frame. 3 decisions. The distinguished face, the first thing noticed, and the last thing forgotten. Takeaway. Distinguished face activated by open collar or V-neck, warm color, flat collar. The man who frames his distinguished face correctly looks more compelling without trying than any younger man trying to look distinguished. And once the distinguished face is framed correctly, the 5th advantage is the most powerful, and the one that becomes more powerful with every year. The last advantage. The most powerful. The one that becomes more powerful with every year that passes. The 5th advantage. The most powerful of all 5. Do not skip ahead. The 5 advantage wardrobe checklist. Color at the neckline warm and deep, posture confirmed before leaving, combination quiet and classic, collar open or V-neck, every element assembled with complete intention, 5 checks, 2 minutes, every natural advantage activated. The man who does not need to speak first, who can sit in silence and have every person at the table aware of his presence, not because he demanded it, but because the quality he carries demands it. The accumulated authority of a man who has stopped performing. Simply being, at 65, is more compelling than any performance at 35. Now here is the part nobody talks about. Loud clothes make the man appear to be trying rather than simply being. The clothes must be as quiet as the authority itself. Navy, charcoal, the perfectly fitted suit open at the collar. The monochromatic removing every distraction between the observer and the man. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. Accumulated authority genuinely earned, then undermined every morning by clothes that are louder than they are. Close the gap. Quiet clothes on quiet authority. And the impression produced is the most powerful available to any man at any age. Navy blazer that does not shout. White Oxford that creates one clean contrast point, dark trouser continuing the vertical, polished leather shoe at the base, white pocket square directing the eye to the face, as quiet as the authority behind them, making that authority the most visible thing in any room. Picture this. A man over 60 walks into a room, silver hair activated by the navy blazer, presence confirmed by the deliberate walk, calm communicated by the quiet combination, distinguished face framed by the open collar, authority without announcement radiating from every correctly assembled element. He simply enters. The room notices before he opens his mouth. Takeaway. Authority without announcement, activated by the quietest possible clothes assembled with the most complete intention. Navy, charcoal, white, every detail correct. The outfit that steps aside so the authority is what the room notices. The most compelling impression, produced without trying. And once all 5 advantages are understood and activated, the specific clothing system that activates all of them simultaneously becomes clear. Warm, deep color at the neckline, silver hair activated. Presence confirmed at the mirror, shoulders released, chin level, quiet. Classic combination, calm activated. Open collar framing the distinguished face, warm color lifting it. Complete, considered assembly of every element. Authority without announcement activated. One system. 5 advantages. Navy blazer against silver hair. Advantage 1. Shoulders back, chin level. Advantage 2. Classic, quiet combination. Advantage 3. White Oxford open collar framing the face. Advantage 4. Every detail correct, every element assembled with complete intention. Advantage 5. One outfit. 5 advantages. The most compelling impression available, produced entirely without trying. Now here is the part nobody talks about. These 5 advantages are already there. The only question is whether the clothes are activating or undermining them. Wrong colors. Advantage 1 undermined. No presence decision. Advantage 2 undermined. Loud clothes. Advantages 3 and 5 undermined. Crew neck. Advantage 4 undermined. The clothes determine whether they are visible. Color at the neckline warm and deep. Posture confirmed before leaving. Combination quiet and classic. Collar open or V-neck. Every element assembled with complete intention. 5 checks, 2 minutes. Every natural advantage activated. Picture this. 2 men of the same age, same silver hair, same experience. Left, wrong colors, loud pattern, crew neck, slouched posture, all 5 advantages undermined. Right, navy blazer against the silver hair, quiet combination, open collar, shoulders released, all 5 advantages activated. Same man, same age, 5 decisions separating them. The reason men over 60 look better without trying is not luck or genetics. It is 5 natural advantages that only time produces, activated by 5 specific clothing decisions. Silver hair, presence, calm. The distinguished face, authority without announcement. These qualities cannot be performed, only earned, and after 60 years they have been earned. Takeaway, 5 natural advantages. Silver hair, warm deep color at the neckline. Presence, 30 seconds at the mirror. Calm, quiet classic clothing. Distinguished face, open collar and warm color. Authority without announcement. Complete, considered assembly of every element. 5 advantages, 5 activations. They do not look better without trying because they stopped caring. They look better without trying because they stopped needing to try. After 60, what needed to be established has been established. The man who has stopped needing to try is the most compelling man in any room because his ease communicates everything effort never could. Not younger, not trying harder, simply, completely himself, with 5 decades of accumulated advantage activated by 5 specific clothing decisions, available to every man over 60 who understands what he already possesses. Which of these 5 did you not know you had? Drop it in the comments. The one that most surprises men is almost always the distinguished face. Subscribe for straight, practical style advice for men who value confidence over trends. Next video, 5 autumn outfits every man over 60 should master.